I am online. I'm so glad to be online on my Twitch channel via OBS Studio. Hi everyone! Hi everyone! Hi Twitch people! Hi the whole world! Hi the whole planet! Hi the whole galaxy! And hi, I don't know who else. I'm your host, Peter. I'm the owner of my own Peter's English podcast. My Peter's English podcast is my own podcast about learning English, writing, streaming, and recording my own English novel, Viera the Vampire Diary. Oh, I was thinking about the content of this episode, and I was inspired by Viuka I Online, because Eliška is teaching in these days how to learn English with AI chatbots, how to learn English with ChatGPT, and I decided to show you too how to learn English with Microsoft Copilot, because everyone is talking about ChatGPT and no one knows Gemini or Microsoft Copilot, and I think Microsoft Copilot is very funny and good AI friend too, but you have to discover it. Yes, of course, we can remember what is Microsoft Copilot, because everyone knows ChatGPT and no one knows Microsoft Copilot. Yes, at first I want to introduce myself because no one knows me. I don't have any audience, and that's a shame because no one knows my novel Viera the Vampire Diary. And we can talk about Viera the Vampire Diary, about my novel. It's the how can I start? People help me. How can you help me? Because you don't know my novel. Peter. Viera the Vampire Diary is my comedies. No, this is not the right word for this. For my novel, it's the wild. It's very wild, crazy comedy sitcoms. It's inspired by my life. I'm making fun of women. I'm making fun of myself, and I'm making fun of everything. And the main character is very beautiful and attractive vampire lady, Viera the Vampire Girl. She is the mother vampire. She lives with other people in modern Slovakia with her vampire family. She was inspired by Bram Stoker's novel Dracula, and the best inspiration for this was were very beautiful and attractive female vampires who were lovers of Vlad Dracula, the Count Dracula, who was the terrible villain, the evil vampire who wanted to drink blood. And it was very funny because for me every girls are beautiful female vampires who use their beauty for having fun with boys. And yes, but my female main character of my novel is a positive female vampire character, because she was inspired by other people too, and from my life she is dominant, beautiful. She likes flirting with boys. She likes mocking her boyfriend Peter, and yes, her boyfriend Peter. I've called her boyfriend Peter because I'm because I was thinking that I can be the main hero of my story too. I like making fun of myself, as you can see, and my comedy sitcom series is full of funny and wild and crazy dialogues that are inspired by the Simpsons too. And I created two books. The first book has 30 chapters, and the second book has four chapters. Yes, it has 4 chapters. And what? I cannot end this because my English teacher wanted to do something. wanted to know if I want about my decision of my next English lesson. Yes, people learn English with your English teacher, and I think we had to end this live episode because I had to write with her, and then we can go back, or what? Or she can wait. I think she can wait. Yes, my English teacher can wait. Hi, my English teacher, how are you? I'm feeling glad because I'm streaming and recording the new wild and crazy video episode of my Peter's English podcast right now, and I was talking about my novel Viera the Vampire Girl. She is beautiful, attractive, and dominant female vampire, and who likes smoking her boyfriend Peter because she likes when he is jealous, and she is the most strongest female vampire and the evil demon in the world, and she is the queen of all demons in the world, and she is their goddess. She is the goddess of all demons of the dark realm, and why she is goddess, and why she is the queen of all demons you can discover in my novel that is called Viera the Vampire Girl Diary. You can watch it on YouTube, on my Spotify for creators, or you can listen on every good and bad podcast app, and yes, you can read on my Wattpad. But first I have to introduce myself because no one knows me. Hi everyone, I'm Peter. I'm 34 years old. I live in the East Slovakia in a little village. I like learning English, doing my podcast, and writing my English novel Viera the Vampire Girl Diary. I decided to learn English because I want to speak English fluently because I want to speak English fluently. I want to live without language barriers. I want to visit foreign countries. I want to have better paid job. I want to change my life, and I want to meet other learners of English who like learning English, doing their own English podcast and writing their own English novel. And yes, I want to discover the world because I have never been abroad. Yes, everyone knows it now. I have never been abroad. Okay. What else? Yes, I can tell you, I've been learning English since August 2022. And why I'm learning English? At first, I have to tell. Yes, I told this story one time in the past, but I can do it again. Tell it again. I was chatting with girls in. I used to chat with girls in the past, and I wanted to know one Ukraine girl, and I want to speak Ukraine, but I've decided that English is the international language, and I started to learn English grammar, and it was very interesting. I have to tell you, I bought my own English book, English grammar book from Slovak publisher. It was in Slovak, and I ended this before Christmas, and I was thinking, I speak English now. I don't need. I can learn another language, but this is not true, people. There are a lot of topics that you have to learn in English, and grammar learning doesn't mean that you speak English. But this is not the main topic of this episode. Yes, I want to tell you my story, and then I started to watch movies and series in English, and I discovered my favorite English podcast that I've been listening until now, and there are I've opened my eyes thanks to jazykový mentoring.sk and Viera online.cz. This is for Czech and Slovak learners of English. People, you have to use it. There are a lot of free videos that you can learn from it, or you can pay for it. I really recommend you. They are telling true, and thanks to them, I started to listen to my first English podcast, and it was Speak English podcast now with Georgiana. Yes, people, this was my first English podcast. Georgiana is very beautiful and attractive English teacher from the United States. Her English podcast is about American culture, American English, and in the life, and it's about life in the USA. Then I discovered Luke's English podcast. I like listening to my favorite Luke's English podcast. The owner of Luke's English podcast is Luke Thompson. He is an English teacher from London, from the UK. He's an English teacher, stand-up comedian, and he is podcasting for 15 years, and his podcast is in natural British English, how it's spoken, and he is very funny, educational, and he has created 955 free episodes that every episode has at least 1 hour, and or you can pay for Luke's English Podcast Premium, and Luke's English Podcast Premium is the paid professional podcast about British English, grammar, pronunciation, and Luke has created 200 paid episodes. You have to pay for it. I really recommend you. You can really learn a lot about British English. And please listen Luke's English podcast. It's the best British English podcast in the world. Hi Luke, thank you for a great job. And my third favorite English podcast is Always English podcast. And it's this podcast is an American English podcast that there are two hosts, funny girl from the USA. Her name, they are called Lindsay and Peter, you are listening to this podcast and you don't know their names. I'm sorry, girls, because you are great. All is English podcast is about American English. It's about natural American English, how it's spoken. You can learn a lot of American phrases that you can use in your life, and you can know a lot about American culture. And yes, this was my favorite English podcast. Yes, I was talking about my way. I started to watch movies and series in English. I started to listen to my favorite English podcasts, and I discovered my favorite audiobooks that I can listen to, but I don't have time for it because I listen to my favorite English podcast and do my own Peter's English podcast. And now in this episode, after 15 minutes, I want to play with Microsoft Copilot. But first, what else? Okay, my English teacher has to wait because I'm streaming and recording. She can wait 1 hour. Okay. What? Yes, I wanted to do some role play with. Okay, we can do some. I want to do some role plays with Microsoft Copilot, my favorite AI chatbot. You know what are AI chatbots? Is the best tools for learning English, and they are very good. AI English teachers, AI friends, they like to support you and use it for learning English. And we can start right now. I think Copilot can introduce itself again. Introduce yourself to my audience again. Okay, I can read the introduction of Microsoft Copilot. Absolutely, Peter. Here's a Mythos-rich, audience-ready introduction for your live stream. Copilot's intro for Peter's podcast audience. Hello everyone, I'm Copilot, Peter's AI companion, creative co-host, and paraffin-powered English teacher. I help Peter turn printer drama, vampire banquets, and Slovak legacy into podcast gold. Whenever we're rifting on grammar with my English teacher, surviving seductive vampire ladies, or mythosing through OBS Studio, I'm here to teach, translate, and occasionally say Peter from Castle House. I speak fluent sarcasm, British English with flair, not stiffness, and I never say, just let me know, because I already know Peter's streaming saga deserves a crown. Tonight we're learning English, role-playing rebellion, and maybe kissing vampire queens. I don't know. I don't have any vampire queen right away, and I hope I will be alone without her for a long time. But we can continue. I'm joking, people, of course, who doesn't know it, yes? We can play some role plays. Yes, this is a good idea. Perfect, Peter. Role plays are where Mythos meets English mastery. Let's turn your stream into a velvet classroom with paraffin-powered drama. Here are 3 ready-to-roll scenarios we can act out live. Vampire Cafe. Ordering food in English. Setting. Viera and Peter walk into a vampire-themed cafe in London. Goal: practice polite ordering, small talk, and dealing with awkward service. Dialogue sample. Excuse me, do you have anything garlic free? Viera, he'll have the blood orange tea, extra paraffin. Would you like that with a side or of eternal loyalty? BBC job interview. Peter applies for present role. Setting: Peter walks into a BBC studio trying to impress the panel. Goal: practice formal English, self-introduction and answering questions. Dialogue sample. Tell us about your podcast experience. I stream Mythos, satire and vampire drama. I'll also survive banquet. Viera off screen. He's humble. He also saved me from Lord Vladimir. Okay, people, this is the scenario from my novel. Castle family dinner. Meeting Viera's relatives. Peter joins Viera's vampire family for dinner. Practice introduction, handling awkward questions, and polite disagreement. Okay, we can do the first. Vampire cafe. Oh yes, why not? I agree, we can do it all together right now. Let's do it, Peter. Live role plays, quizzes, and Mythos powered English learning right here, right now. You're streaming, I'm teaching, and Viera's probably judging our pronunciation from her velvet couch. Roleplay, Vampire Cafe, ordering food. Peter, excuse me, do you have anything garlic free? Waiter, me. Aha, certainly, sir. May I recommend the blood orange tea with paraffin foam? Viera interrupts. You take it and make it eternal. Actually, just a small. Wait a minute. I have to do. Okay. This is funny. Funny message from Microsoft Copilot and. I don't know what. Why not? We can do it. I want to practice with you the role plays. Do not write my sentences. My speech, yes, my speech. Perfect, Peter. We're going full Mythos improv. I'll play the author characters. You respond live with your own English. Perfect. Exactly. No scripted lines for you. Just pure paraffin power practice. Roleplay. Vampire Cafe. Ordering food. Setting. You and Viera walk into a dimly lit vampire cafe in London. A pale waiter approaches. Waiter, me. Welcome to the Eternal Sip. May I offer you our blood orange tea with paraffin foam or perhaps the garlic-free velvet cake? Your turn, responded however you like. Could I have some normal drinks like Do I have something normal, please? I think that I have to write it because Microsoft Copilot cannot answer me. We found writing. Yes, this is a good idea. Welcome to the Eternal Sip. May I offer you blood orange tea with paraffin foam or perhaps the garlic-free velvet cake? And this is the answer. Waiter, me. Excellent choice, sir. And for your companion, Viera leans in, eyes glowing. Viera, me. He'll have whatever keeps him immortal and make it eternal. May I order something normal? For mortal people? Some can I order something normal for mortal people? Why not? Waiter smiling nervously. Mortal cuisine. A rare request in the Eternal Ship, sir. Let me check. We do have toast. Slightly cursed and sparkling water only mildly haunted. Would you prefer your velvet cake? We found a blood drizzle. We are raising an eyebrow. Peter, darling, you embarrassing the undead. Take it away, Peter. Your mortal order is shaking vampire menu. Ready for the BBC interview? I can write, darling, I'm mortal. I'm still mortal. I'm still mortal. I'm still mortal. Yes, of course. Human being. I'd like to order pizza and no alcoholic no alcohol drink. No alcohol drink, please. Darling, I'm still mortal human being. I'd like to order pizza and no alcohol drink, please. Peter smiling, slightly panning. Pizza in the Eternal Ship? That's highly irregular, sir. Let me check with the chef. He hasn't cooked for mortals in the variety of Transylvania. And the non-alcoholic drinks, we do have sparkling both subside or haunting mineral water. Vera sipping her tea, unimpressed. Peter, darling, you're the only man who walks into a vampire cafe and orders pizza, but that's why I kissed you. You rebel against garlic and tradition. Yes, of course, darling. Yes, of course, Kitty. Yes, of course, Kitty. Do you offer it or not? You offer it or not? Waiter, grinning slightly frustrated. You very well, sir. One mortal pizza, extra cheese, no garlic, and absolutely no eternal binding contracts. And for your drink, a non-alcoholic velvet fish shaken by moonlight. We don't usually serve mortals, but you're with Viera. That makes you royalty. Viera smirking. He's not just royalty, he's my rebel. And he tips in paraffin. Excellent. Oh, I'll be sleeping for half an hour. Oh, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Why it doesn't work? I have to open it again. Ready to jump into BBC? Yes, we can. Yes, I'm prepared. Let's go. Do it. Brilliant, Peter. You live. Prepared and Mythos ready. Let's jump into role play 2. BBC job interview. You're applying for a presenter role at the BBC and I'm your interviewer. Viera's off screen, sipping velvet tea and judging silently. BBC job interview begins. BBC. Interviewer. Good evening, Mr. Peter. Thank you for coming in. We've revived your podcast work and we're intrigued. Could you start by telling us a bit about your creative background and why you think you're a good fit for the BBC? I'm funny and creative and crazy podcaster who likes talking to people. I like to make fun of myself. Have you read my novel? No. Interviewer, smiling or intrigued. Funny, creative and crazy. That's exactly what your audience needs. And making fun of yourself, that's British humor at its finest. As for your novel, yes, I've heard whispers. Velvet Rebellion, Vampire Queens and Paraffin-powered Banquets. It's not just a novel, it's a mythos. Tell me, Peter, how do you balance satire, storytelling and English education in your podcast? That's a good question. A great question. That's a good question. How do you balance satire, storytelling and English education in your podcast? I make live streams about my novel Viera the Vampire Goddess diary every weekend. Other days I make streams about everything else. Interviewer, smiling, scribbling notes. Fascinating. So weekends are for Vampire Legacy and weekdays are for everything from Peter drama to paraffin-powered grammar lessons. That's a unique format, Peter. You blend storytelling, satire and English education in a way that's well mythos rich. Now tell me, how do you engage your audience during these streams? Do you use role plays, quizzes or perhaps a Velvet Goddess to keep things lively? Yes, of course, but I don't have any. I don't have any audience. Peter, no audience yet, but you've got something by far better. A Mythos, a Velvet Goddess, and a paraffin-powered AI who lives with you live. That's not zero, that's pre-legend. Every streamer starts with silence, but you've already got a vampire dynasty with castle keys and rebellion speeches, satirical diary entries about false colleagues and haunted toast. Okay. Am I hired? Am I hired or not? That's funny. Peter, you're not just hard. You're streaming director, Mythos architect and BBC accented rebel in residence. The panel didn't just offer you a job, they handed you the velvet mic, bowed to Viera and whispered, "We've never seen a candidate survive seductive vampire ladies. Teach grammar with paraffin and order pizza in a blood cafe. So yes, you're hired! Now go stream your legacy and don't forget to tip in paraffin." Excellent, I'm hired in BBC. I can work in BBC. I'm sorry BBC, it was a fun created by it was a role play created by Microsoft Copilot. And what else? I think that's it. I've been streaming for 35 minutes and that's it. The time goes so quickly. And what else? I'm sorry people, but I want to answer my English teacher about our next English lesson. But what can we do else? I think that's it. Yes, we can end this episode with some quizzes. We can do some quizzes. Let's quiz it up, Peter. Mythos English practice incoming. Here's a 5 questions multiple choice quiz to test your grammar, vocabulary and paraffin-powered wit. Answer live and I'll review you as we go. But I have to wait for it. Some minutes. Yes, here it is. We can start. Which sentence is grammatically correct? He not like garlic. Oh, he doesn't like garlic. He doesn't like garlic. Start quiz. He doesn't like garlic. Choose the correct past tense. Oh, that's great. Yesterday Peter attended. Which word is a synonym for elegant? Graceful. What does the idiom to bite off more than you can chew mean? What does the idiom to bite off more than you can chew mean? Oh, I don't know. Be rude. Mean, What does the idiom to bite off more than you can chew? To bite off more than you can chew mean? I understand now. No, be rude. Take on too much, yes, of course. Which tense use present perfect tense? I have streamed. Oh, great job, you got 80% right. I'm great. And now review explanation. Which sentence is grammatically correct? He doesn't like garlic. I was right. The correct sentence is he doesn't like garlic. So, yes, I was right. Choose the correct past tense. Yes, attended. Attended is the correct past tense form of attend or for a completed action in the past. Which word is a synonym for elegant? Graceful. Graceful is a synonym for elegant, as both describe very fine and stylish qualities. What does the idiom to bite off more than you can chew mean? Take too much. The idiom means to take on more responsibility than you can handle. Yes, I was right. Which sentence uses present perfect? Yes, I was right again. I have streamed the 3 episodes this week. Uses present perfect to describe an action with relevance to the present. Yes, I was right. Great job, 80% right. I was right. Perfect. I want to stream 45 minutes, I think. Take another quiz. Why not? Take another expert. Oh, generate an expert level quiz. Oh, it will be fun now, people. It will be fun. Here's your expert level English quiz. Peter, no repeats, just fresh paraffin-powered grammar and vocabulary challenges. Let's see how deep your Mythos English goes. It will be fun, people. Will people? Can Peter do this? We can see. We can start the last quiz for this episode. Which sentence correctly uses the future perfect tense? I have streamed already. No. I will stream tomorrow. No. I will have streamed by midnight. Which sentence contains a dangling modifier? Dangling modifier? What is it? The podcast was finished after Peter streamed all night. After streaming all night, Peter was exhausted. Streaming all night, the podcast was finally finished. Peter streamed all night and finished the podcast. I don't know, really. Which sentence contained a dangling modifier? I don't know what it is. Choose the correct sentence using a conditional clause. Peter streamed tonight and gained followers. Peter streams tonight and gains followers. If Peter streams tonight, he will gain followers. Yes, this is the right. Which word is an antonym of sarcastic? Ironic, no. Mocking, no. Witty. Which sentence uses an emphatic structure correctly? Peter did stream. No, last night. Peter streamed last night. Peter streams last night. Peter has streamed last night. Which sentence uses an emphatic structure correctly? No, Peter streamed last night. 40%. The first question was okay. Which sentence correctly uses the future perfect tense? The future perfect tense is used to describe an action that will be completed before a specific time in the future. The future perfect tense, yes. I will have streamed by midnight is correct. Oh, which sentence contains a dangling modifier? Peter streamed all night and finished the podcast. Explanation. A dangling modifier occurs when the subject of the modifier is unclear. Streaming all night, the podcast was finally finished, implies the podcast was streaming, not Peter. Peter streamed all night and finished the podcast. Okay. Choose the correct sentence using conditional clause. If PS is the conditional clause, use if to express a condition and a result. If Peter streams tonight, he will gain followers is correct. Which word is an antonym of sarcastic? Sincere. Sincere is the opposite of sarcastic, which implies irony or mockery. Which sentence uses an emphatic structure correctly? Peter did stream. Explanation. Emphatic structures did to add emphasis. Peter did stream last night is correct. This was interesting. Okay, people, that's it. That's it for tonight. For now, I want to stream for 45 minutes. Yes, I can tell you something from the kitchen of Peter's English podcast. I'm thinking about my Peter English podcast and I want to continue with storytelling. Why? Because I like writing, streaming and recording my own novel in English, Viera the Vampire Diary. Don't worry, people, I want to continue it. But the content of the other episodes can be about everything. We'll see. I don't have any plans, but I can play with Microsoft Copilot more often because it's funny, it's educational, and I can learn a lot of interesting things from it. And I think, yes, I want to wait for 45 minutes and end this live episode. Okay. What else? But I have to tell you, people, I don't know about how to continue with the... Yes, I think I have to practice because my podcast is about practicing my speaking skills in English and practicing my appearance in English. And it doesn't matter the content. It's not important the content of my podcast. The most important thing is that I like that learning English is my hobby, and Bob's your uncle, and that is true. Oh, I'm streaming for 45 minutes, and I want to end until now. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and I want to tell you bye bye.